Hey guys, welcome to my video. We're going to be talking about what I learned from my climb from a silver 4 placement in Season 4 to a 172 LP Masters rank in Season 8. If you want to climb, you're going to have to put in a lot of work. You're going to have to want to learn. If you click this video, I'm going to assume you're somewhat dedicated to climbing. Just remember to actually give me a couple minutes of your time and watch this video through until the end. Not only that, but actually implement what you learned in this video into your games and into your gameplay. That's actually going to be my first tip. A lot of people know a lot more about the game than they actually apply. People watch guides and they know what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. Yet for some reason, after they learn all that new stuff, they just go back to doing the exact same things they always do and not putting their new knowledge to any use. I used to watch guides and stuff all the time, but I never actually consciously applied it to my game until I decided I want to go from Platinum 5 to Diamond 5. Consciously applying what I learned and not going autopilot a couple minutes into the game made a huge difference in my gameplay. I know for a fact myself that a lot of Plat players, especially high Plat players, could easily be Diamond if they simply just put their mind to it and actually use their brains and not go autopilot. Simply using what you already know in your games can make a huge difference in whether or not you climb. Especially for those of you that are on YouTube trying to learn new stuff, all that stuff you're learning from all these guides actually apply to your game. Don't just watch the video and be like, oh wow, that's cool, and then never think about it again. Use that advice, use that knowledge, and apply it to your games, and you'll make your gameplay infinitely better. My second tip is going to be play what you're good at. In my games, I see people trying things and practicing stuff they don't know how to play. Don't be that guy. Even in my high diamond games, people are doing it all the time. They see others performing well on it and they decide to pull it out themselves the next game. People like to deny doing this, but I see it almost every single game I play, if not literally every game I play. If you have 800,000 games on Fizz, play Fizz. Don't first time Kavina just because someone in your last game was 1v9 at her. Dedicate yourself to certain champions and stick to it. If you're good at something, use it. Don't waste your MMR and your LP playing something you aren't really good at. Now I'm going to be a little bit of a hypocrite for this one, but I believe it is very important, so I have to mention it. This made a massive impact on my climb to Masters, and what I'm talking about here is momentum and mental checks. Most people will notice that they'll usually go on win sprees and lose sprees a lot. It's not usually one win, one loss, one win, one loss. This means you're having mental issues. When you're in the zone, you'll win a bunch, and when you're tilted, you'll lose a bunch. Chill out. Realize that you can literally win the game you are losing just by actually playing instead of being super aggressive and tilting because you're just 1v5ing every 2 minutes. Learn to untilt, whatever method works for you. This was probably the number one thing to help me get Masters, and also the number one reason that caused me to demote from it. Most League players tilt. If you're one of the players that do not tilt, your rank will skyrocket right away. Learn to use the tilt factor of League as an advantage instead of a disadvantage for yourself. Being the person that doesn't tilt in a League game puts you in a huge advantage over the enemy. People often like to deny that they play worse when tilted, but I promise you, there is no one out there who does not play worse when tilted. The fourth tip I'm going to mention is surviving. This is probably the skill difference that took me from high diamond to Masters. My map awareness and just dangerous situation awareness made a huge difference in my performances. Watching jungle in mid positions, warding well, not overextending, traveling with a team when I want a vision control over objectives, and just paying attention to enemy champion picks all helped me stay alive and never be a liability to my team. Treating the game like a survival game will really help you not be a liability. Do not die, do not feed. If you are never the feeding teammate, you will climb. Remember to pay attention to champion picks and play the game accordingly. For example, steer away from bushes against Rengars and respect Pantheon ults. At the beginning of a game, just make note of what abilities in the game are threats to you so you're not caught off guard by them in the game. Don't go for plays that might get you killed, and don't ever turn your brain off. My final tip is going to be that at some point you've got to play a lot, because you can't learn and grow as a player without a shit ton of practice. Most people in high elo are there because they have played a lot. Everything takes practice and time. There's no magic trick to instantly improving. What makes League fun is its huge skill roof. You can never be perfect, and there's always a lot of stuff to learn, no matter who you are. This is great, but but it's also scary at the same time because of how much time you have to actually put in to get really good at the game. And if everyone else puts in more hours than you, they're more likely to get a higher rank on the ladder. Don't expect anything to just magically get you up the ranks. Put in time and effort and you'll see it happen over time. That's all I got for you guys in this video. Be sure to watch my future videos where I try to go into more specifics. Thanks for watching. Best of luck on the Rift.